let's do another hour and a half of this. Hour, 40
No.
minutes. Ah!
I tricked you. No, I don't want to play anything necessarily right now. I'm down to play something at 9 though.
Okay.
But I just saw a video where the guy they toss him a loaf of bread. He rips it open from the side. Like not at the top, he rips it open on the side. And it was one of those loaves of bread that has another bag inside that like contains the bread. So he ripped
Yeah,
open
yeah,
both bags and takes a couple slices out so he could eat them with olive oil. And they go, "You just opened that bread like a madman." And his excuse was, "I'm Italian." So my question is, do you open bread like that?
yeah. I mean, you gotta be in.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
What skill can defeat an old man? Yoko, Shino, and Gatame? Seo, Nage?
Enjoy your weeb shit for an hour
Tomo,
and a half.
Nage? Osatomo, Gari? I'm gonna say... I don't know, I'm gonna say Tomo, Nage can defeat an old man. It's cool if you can pull it off. Evolved to Moma E. 1,000 eyeballs as a reward. Became an adulty. Thanks for talking to me so much. Eyeball strategy guide has been added to the manual in the file. What? Looking through all the different options? So, I got you evolved into an adult. Okay. Alright. Matt Moma, if you would. For chairman sits.
I hacked into it. There are a ton of videos of salmon laying eggs in there.
I don't think that's a problem. We all have our own interests.
Maybe he just wants to be like a fisherman. PC on top of the desk. Chairman's desk. Keyboard. Moose. This is dead zone. I'm moving the actual entire stick forward to move a little bit. Something else for a PC. Phone. Okay. The chin page resignation goes
I
smoothly.
didn't take his finger or anything. We're not doing any of that outdated cutting off your finger deal. After all, the Kumakuras are a gang with morals.
Sounds like an oxymoron. Like a vegan zombie.
How about the case?
About the case too. That co-appearance was like a dream come true. The whole show was ruined. I'd love to get my hands on the bastard responsible.
A dream come true?
The boss and Tessa got to... Shut it!
Ellipses.
Anyway, I'd love to help you with your investigation and all, but unfortunately, I don't have any info that might be useful to you.
Why were you on the show last night?
So earlier, it is what it is.
Do you have any leads
I
at
don't know
all?
what to tell you.
Did you see any suspicious people hanging around the studio, for example?
Suspicious people.
You know, I think it might just because I have the audio. Worried about life? No, let's not do this. Sure. Options. The music's very loud compared to the voice. Can I just crank the voice or lower the... Yeah, I mean up the voice by one.
I, the SOMNIUM files. nirvanA.
I, the
I do.
SOMNIUM files.
I, the SOMNIUM files. nirvanA.
That's better. Finally do Tama's room. Whoa, what do you got for me, Tama?
Don't be so stiff. Come a little closer.
It's alright now because I'm here half might.
Because I am here. Half might.
Ooh, you're all ready to smash, aren't you? Just let me know if I should start recording.
Life advice?
Worried about school?
No.
Worried about money?
No.
Worried about work?
No.
Worried about health?
They say that too. You know what? I'm worried about my allergies. Not worried, I'm just annoyed. So I'm gonna go with that. Mix up a little bit.
Should I even ask about anything?
It's not like that.
Are you insured?
Should I be?
Are you talking about voluntary insurance? Why would you ask me about that shit? I specialize in investigations and some soft S&M. I don't know if you should get insurance.
Thank you.
I guess the only one who comes to mind is Kameji.
Kameji? You mean...
Yeah, Andy's Kameji, the host. Supposedly he has connection to the Yakuza. I'm not talking about our group, of course. It's just something I heard at a meeting with the street bosses. Word is he's involved in some dangerous transactions. Though that might not have anything to do with last night.
Thank you, Momo, for being so upfront with the police all the time.
Kameji has connections with the Yakuza? Could it be true?
Let's figure that out later. You need to gather intel for now.
Got it. Then let's go somewhere else.
Momo Kamakura, the leader of the Kamakuras. Map. Go to Mistown department store. Sorry, I wasn't on by default. Department store in Mistown is so bright. February 11th, Mon.
Shoma, my little boy, he's in elementary school. One day I wake up, go to the bathroom mirror, and I have writing on my forehead. It must have been Shoma. He had been learning letters in school recently. Anyway, he writes, Death Tub. And I'm thinking, Death Tub? Is that what he meant? Is he trying to tell me something? Then Shoma saw my face and started busting out laughing. And I was thinking, what's so funny? That's when I realized, when you see Death Tub in the mirror... God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Max! Another story about Shoma. One day I got a call from school and a rather heavy-set vice principal told me, Your Shoma called me a pig of all things! I apologized, then gave Shoma a talking to. Listen here, Shoma. Don't you ever call the vice principal that again. He said, Okay, I won't call the vice principal a pig anymore, but it's okay if I call a pig vice principal, right? I say, sure, why not? So then as the kid is leaving, he says, I'm sorry, can I go play with my friends now, vice principal? God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
Are you finished?
Well, you're the only one here. You're Mr. Ryuki from the Metropolitan Police Department, right? You came here to talk about what happened?
Yes.
Then let's go somewhere else to talk. You'd prefer someplace quieter, right?
I'm okay with this. I'm all for buttheading, calling your principal a pig.
Wait, the Ferris wheel?
Well, why not?
Alone with a middle-aged man in an enclosed space? This is not what I had in mind.
Door of the gondola.
Look, the ants are like people.
It's the other way around. Wait, the other way around doesn't sound right either.
People are like ants? What are you talking about? I can see the cityscape out the window. Where'd you see the ants? Oh, this is gonna happen. No Kamiji. Inoharu Edna, aka Ende's Kamiji, sitting right in front of me. Why Ferris wheel?
love Ferris wheels. I like anything that continuously spins around, actually. Plane propellers, washing machines, the beds at love hotels.
There used to be rotating beds at love hotels a long time ago.
How do you know that?
Just like life, isn't it? With its ups and downs. We rotate around the same places over and over.
Well, the beds at love hotels don't go up and down, though. Although, I guess they do, in a way.
My boy is just like me, you know?
Shoma? You mentioned him on stage earlier.
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too. He's almost in middle school and he still comes here by himself all the time. He talks like he's all grown up, but he's still a kid inside.
With your love of Ferris wheels, I'd say you're still a kid on the inside too.
You got a point there. You're probably right.
About Shoma.
He's right in the middle of his rebellious stage, so he's been a handful. His mother hasn't been around for about 3 years now.
Was it a divorce?
Yeah, she got sick of me and left the house.
Does this have to do with the Yakuza by any chance?
What? Where in the world did that come from?
Just something I heard. That you have gang connections.
That's complete nonsense. I'm just an ordinary comedian.
Well, even if it was true, he wouldn't just admit it.
Oh,
Clothes.
It's my one and only stage outfit. This sharp little bow
One?
tie is the highlight. My boy bought it for me last year.
Bow ties are somewhat unusual. Traditional ties are more common.
But you weren't wearing that tie last night, were you?
Oh, I wasn't. I tend to take it off or put it on based on how I'm feeling.
Do you come to the stage a lot?
Yeah, the owner of the Misatan department store took a liking to me. He's given me the opportunity to appear several times now.
Why do you host a quiz
I'm
show?
a comedian now, but when I was in my early 20s, I was working as a regular company employee. I appeared on several quiz shows on the side and ended up winning first place many times.
Komeiji was famous as a quiz king ever since he was a student. He even had worshippers who lauded him as the quiz god.
Thinking back, that may have been the peak of my life. Adored wherever I went, everyone buying me all sorts of things. Maybe I shouldn't have taken advantage of the situation like I did. I was so enamored by the glamorous celebrity life. I've always loved comedy, so I strived to become a comedian. But after that, well, it's just as you saw on that stage.
I wonder why there wasn't an audience. It was so funny.
Damn, that sounded like sarcasm. I mean, even I was kind of thinking the
haven't told
jokes.
you yet, have I? The producer for that show knew about me from my Quiz King days. He thought I could tell all sorts of anecdotes and gave me an offer to host the show. Right. Sorry for calling you Team Popo back then. It was in the script. Didn't really have a choice.
Thank you, Tama. By the way, Iris and Mizuki were called Team Lemniscate, and Moma and Jinpei were called Team Yakuza. I thought you were going to actually tell me what the Popo was, but thank you.
I'm sorry. I have no idea what happened. I was just invited there and hosted the show as requested. Then that body suddenly appeared.
Did you know Jin, the victim?
I've never met him. I do know he was hated for his extreme narcissism and ego. If I had to guess, the motive was probably a grudge. Someone must have had a grudge against him and did that.
Smells like alcohol.
Does it?
A little.
A lot is more like it. Komechi's blood alcohol level is 0.12%, the early stages of inebriation.
I just couldn't get over what happened last night and ended up drinking too much. I wanted to forget about everything. I had to drink. Sorry I couldn't help, Mr. Ryuki. I
Is
wish
it
you luck
all?
with the investigation. I'm rooting for you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
It's a bench. It's a trash can. It's a street light. The Ferris wheel. It's a ride that loops around the rooftop. Use a pedal. It's used for events. Spinning airplane ride. All sorts of games here, like arcade games and games of chance. Row of vending machines here. Flowers are in blue. Amusement park ride that shakes when you insert a coin. A small train running along the railroad tracks. The gate to the rooftop amusement park. One that's talking to you. Come back to Abyss. We didn't learn much. There was another video, and that's pretty much it. And then this dude likes to deal with narcotics, probably.
You're going back to Abyss?
Yeah. I want to reorganize the information I have so far.
Then why don't you just do it in this limousine?
Oh, right. I guess I could.
Lady. I will recite the sutras.
Essence of the Sutra of Great Wisdom, which permits us to go further. The Bodhisattva of the true freedom through the deep practice of the Great Wisdom. O Sariputra, phenomena are no different to emptiness. Emptiness is no different to phenomena. Phenomena return to emptiness. Emptiness becomes phenomena. This incomparable mantra tells us, on, together, further than beyond, to the shore of Satori.
Shut up! Stop shouting!
But you surprised me. I thought that the ghost of an S&M pervert with a police uniform fetish who died in a tanning booth had come to haunt me.
Haven't I showed you this body many times over the past 6 months?
I'm still not used to it. Your body is semi-transparent, and I can only see you in the left side of my vision. So, why did you come out?
I thought it would be easier to talk to you this way.
Damo sitting on a seat, or so it seems. What do you think of the car?
Honestly, it reeks of bad taste. Makes me want to puke just looking at it.
Keep talking like that, and I'll throw you out the window.
Then you'd be a goner too. I'm the one driving this car, you know. Why don't you take the leap and
Right now, I'm using the car camera to steer the car remotely. I, of course, control the gas and brakes. I send signals electronically. it's technically a self-driving car.
I can't. This car is all I have of my parents.
Your parents passed away, didn't they?
Yeah, in an airplane crash when I was young. From then on, I was living with my younger brother. But 6 years ago, he also.
Brandy. Another reason Jin's red hat suddenly
Isn't that
reappeared.
what you're investigating for?
Yeah, but remember what Mr. Date and Iris said?
For some reason, just
Did I restart this?
I could travel through time and space.
Maybe that body teleported here from some other world. The other half could have been absorbed in some other dimension. And that split the body in two.
Don't tell me you believe that.
No, just for some reason it's stuck in my head.
Tama, if you would.
Where's
Where
so
is
much
information?
useful information to sort out in the first place? If I had to say one thing, it would be the ViewCube video and that QR code link. By the way, I'm going to cut down on the word salad and call it QR video from now on. The teeny bit of information we got from that QR video is pretty much all we have.
You don't know? I think it was about half a year ago. A video similar to that one went viral. Everyone was talking about it online.
The mysterious video known as Bats 490, correct? There's a code hidden inside Bats 490. They say the code reveals a specific location.
Everyone who visits that place is said to have gone missing. They all left behind the same message. I've learned the secret of the world. Hey, Tama. Is Bats 490 still up anywhere on the internet?
I looked it up. Here it is.
Yo, let's go. Just vibing. Like a wipeout course. Rip me, burn me. Fourth. Bats.
I have no idea what it's supposed to mean.
They say there's a hidden message inside, but I can't even tell where we're supposed to look.
Thank you. Oh, what can you not throw away? Your Tesla figure. Right. Totally. Where did Bats 490 come from?
QR video. It was originally uploaded to ViewCube, then it spread from there. The account holder is unknown.
In any case, Bats 490 is the only lead we have right now. If we can figure it out, maybe it'll lead to the QR video.
Ryuki, you have a call. It's from Mizuki.
Mizuki?
I'm connecting her.
Oh, Ryuki? I got your number from Boss.
What is it?
I remembered something about Bats 490. I thought maybe it could lead to a clue.
What did you remember?
Someone in my class at school actually figured it out. He decoded the hidden message in Bats 490.
He did?
His name is Shoma Enda. He might know something, so I would go find him. Anyway, see ya!
Shoma. Isn't that?
Andy's Komeiji's.
Okay. Edna residence. At 5:30.
Shoma, you know what happened last night, right? The QR code displayed on that sign. There was a link in it leading to a video. We're calling it the QR video. I wanted to talk to you about it. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Can you write butthead on your dad's father for me again? Dad's face. Forehead. Why does your TV have an anchor?
Looks like earthenware. Maybe it's some sort of device?
Antenna.
It's a CRT TV. But do you think it can pick up digital broadcasts?
It could, with a dedicated tuner.
See your TV, there's a strange protrusion on the top. Family altar.
Is this a poem written by Kameji? It says, "It's okay to fall off the horse. You're a saddle after all." Wait, this was supposed to be touching?
It's a poem that was probably written by Kameji. Lucky laugh.
You laugh more often than you breathe.
Lucky laugh game. The face parts are all out of order.
A picture of Ame no Uzume, a goddess from Japanese mythology. Supposedly, she is the goddess of entertainment and laughter.
Picture of Ame no Azumi on display. Toy robot. There's a puppet for the quiz. The answer button for the quiz. TV stand. The Kotatsu is very warm. What the heck? Greenery in a garden can be seen out the window. There's a squeaky toy hammer here. It's a folding fan for a slapstick comedy. Toolbox.
It's old. Looks like a memento for the Quiz King.
It's a Quiz King trophy. It's an old-fashioned chest and drawers. Closet. Fridge.
It's Ada Rooster. It's a character.
It's an Ada Rooster doll. Sorry, I was slurping. Kitchen. Alright, plunger. Broom. Oh, talk to me, hold on. Control. Machine part. Shoma. It's Shoma. He's working on something in silence.
What
You
are
making?
making? Don't tell me it's a bomb.
About
I heard
Mizuki.
you went to the same elementary school as Mizuki? She's actually the one who told me about you. Just
About
to
your
confirm,
father?
Your father is Andes Komeiji, and his real name is Yoneharu Enda. Is that right?
About the Bats
You
for
know
90
about
video?
the video called Bats 490, right? I have a feeling it's related to the QR video somehow. You solved the code in Bats 490, didn't you? And it showed you a certain location. Am I right?
He's completely ignoring you.
Maybe because he's wearing headphones.
No, that's not it. There's no sound coming from them. Chastity belt on his heart must be locked tightly.
What kind of metaphor is that?
You won't be able to see his uvula unless you open that lock.
So what you mean is, he probably won't speak unless you can find the key to his heart, I'm guessing.
There might be a key somewhere in this room. Let's find it.
A key to open the lock on his heart. What is that?
It looks like a robot. I tried searching, but it looks like it's not commercially available.
A homemade robot, huh?
He's a tinkerer. So.
Hey, Shoma. would you mind showing me the robot in your closet?
Huh? How do you know about that?
Oh, well,
Tell him you heard it from Kameji.
right. I heard about it from Mr. Komeiji.
From my dad?
That's right.
Okay then. Just for a bit, okay?
You made that?
Yeah. I call it nirvanA.
All by yourself?
Uh-huh. There's a junk shop in Akiba. I got all the parts there. This robot only has one tire. It uses a gyro to keep its balance. Fine-tuning it is really hard.
Sorry, I thought like my microphone was breaking. But that's with the wire. I think it was just the game wasn't just cutting the right audio out. I'm literally fumbling with it. It's fine. So, the closet. It's a robot. Fashion dresser. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. Oh, isn't that crazy?
This is crazy! It's absolutely bonkers! How can you make such a complex robot like this? Are you an alien? Or from the future, maybe? Or some sort of god? And this form! Refined yet playful. Such an unconventional design. It's obvious your sense of style is immaculate. Oh, wonderful! So wonderful! I will never forget this day. I thank the creator that I was able to meet a genius that will go down in history!
Looks like the lock has opened.
Looks like it.
What do you think?
For nirvanA, the robot running around. I want to upgrade it. I'm trying to make it so it can carry my weight.
What about
She's a
Mizuki?
classmate. We're not friends or anything. I don't talk to her much.
Do you wish you could talk to her more?
No. Of course not.
Even though she's cute?
That Uggo? She's not cute at all.
His temperature is rising. That was clearly a lie.
Yeah, I can tell.
That's your father.
Andy's Komeiji is my dad. I'm sorry. I don't really want to talk about him.
Why not?
Well, because... Why does it matter?
Now, I think it's about time we get back to why I'm here.
I solved it.
Hmm?
The BATS 490 code. I solved it.
I think it's just an issue
I have to go
with
soon, so I'll tell you the short version.
That's fine.
Emos.
Please just tell me.
Probably Emos.
The video's hidden message pointed to a certain location.
Because it happened a couple of days ago too when I put Paladins.
And where is
I went to go stretch and I felt like I must have hit a wire, but I guess I didn't. But
Horadori Lab. The Horadori Institute of Genetics.
and then I fiddled with my headset again. Nothing happened. So I must have been like a hiccup. Could have been just with Dolby's Emos. Or Dory Institute of Genetics.
I heard about it last night on the news. Truly unprecedented. What a mysterious case.
How many books do you read?
I am Chikara Horadori, the director of this research institute.
He hasn't retired yet. His 60th birthday was last year.
Sorry, is this 2020, sweetheart? 2022, sweetheart?
Looks like a grotesque
You don't do the
monster
retiring thing anymore.
trapped inside.
I actually like grotesque things.
Yeah, I know.
Pot is filled with dubious liquid.
Excuse me. What is
that statue?
Ah, that's the symbol of our research philosophy here. It would take a while to explain, so perhaps another time.
Is there a statue inside the Research Institute for some reason? Okay. The door. The desk. The binder. The PC monitor. Robot arm. There's a chair. Little keyboard for you. Medicine bottle. Window. Facing the corridor. It's a flask.
Ryuki,
It's a test
do you
tube.
think that
Never mind.
fluid inside the test tube?
Absolutely not.
Why not? You might develop superpowers.
But what if I turned into a giant, green, muscular freak?
That would be awesome.
Test tube full of some fluid. Rather die than drink it. Coward. Researcher wearing the typical protective garb. You don't believe in the protective guard there, Chiaki? No, you're not Chiaki. You're Chikara. Small monitor embedded in the pillar. Look. Is Chikara the director of the Research Institute? Sorry, ban, please. Thank you. About Jin?
I know of him, but I haven't met him in person. I've only read some articles about him online. He's the CEO of a music distribution company. I'm the director of a genetics research institute. We have nothing in common.
What were you doing 6 a.m. on the 9th?
Estimated time of death.
I was sleeping in my bed at home. They say seniors are early to rise, but that's not true at all in my case. Perhaps that means I'm still young.
Is there anyone who
You
can
are
vouch your
young.
story?
Don't tell me I'm a suspect.
I'm just doing my job. I've always wanted to say that.
Good for you. Your dream came true.
I live alone now. Unfortunately, there's no one with me at home.
Chikara got divorced 6 years ago. As for children, he has one daughter. She's 32 years old. His daughter and ex-wife are currently living in Italy.
In other words, there's no one who can corroborate Chikara's alibi.
That's right.
About the
We
Institute?
mainly conduct research on gene therapy through genome editing here. Are you familiar with genome editing?
Site-specific nucleases, an artificial restriction enzyme known as CRISPR-Cas9, is commonplace these days. Genome editing is a technique that uses this enzyme to splice, replace, and bind any base sequence of DNA.
Didn't understand that at all.
In other words, it's technology that rewrites DNA.
Indeed.
So you did understand what she
Developed
said.
a revolutionary genome editing method we call purge. With this, genetic diseases that were previously too difficult to treat, for example, severe congenital heart diseases, are now curable. But that's not all. In theory, using purge, even immortality is achievable.
Immortality?
I don't mean your body will be invincible. Death can still occur via trauma, ingesting poison, viral infections, this sort of thing. However, it can make death due to old age a thing of the past.
Can Purge really do that?
Indeed. The body's deterioration due to aging can be prevented by rewriting all of its DNA, maintaining a permanent state of youth. However, this has not yet been proven. It's still in its experimental stage. But it won't be long until our hypothesis is substantiated. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
The QR video?
It was mentioned on the news, but the video itself wasn't broadcasted, so I haven't seen it.
Then you don't know about Bats 490.
What is that?
It's a video that's very similar to the QR video.
I've never heard of it.
I actually came here to ask you about it specifically. There's a hidden code in the video, and I've heard it points to this research institute.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Perhaps someone just made it up.
Ryuki, don't you think something is off about Chikara?
You think so?
You really are dense. You're dense enough to be the target audience for mobile game ads.
Do the thermo. Mobile games can be fun most of the time, though. They take you to a page to try to force you to download a different game. It's kinda like advertising fraud.
Huh.
His
Big brain.
temperature is abnormally high, isn't it?
Maybe he has the flu.
Don't make me pluck out your eyebrows from the inside.
Do you think he's upset about something?
Probably. Ryuki, let's find out if he's hiding something.
Wink sync. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Simplified version of syncing. Analyze the brain waves of the sync subject and temporarily enter their dream. Select your rocket with the cursor, choose wing sync icon. Okay. Wing sync. Or you just did that in public.
This guy.
Wing sync is a simplified version of syncing, but you're still taking a look inside their dreams.
And dreams are made from memories, so there shouldn't be anything in there that he doesn't know about.
You're saying...
Chikara knows about Bats 490. He was lying to us earlier. Mr. Chikara, can you accompany me to the station?
Wing sync is a simpler version of syncing from the AI ball, me. A strong magnetic wave is shot out to the sync subject. This temporarily numbs the subject's brain and puts their brain into a Vox sleep state and induces a dream. By analyzing the faint brain waves emitted during this, we can see parts of the dream. It's not a clear image by any means. To investigate more thoroughly, a regular sync needs to be performed. A wing sync can only be performed once a day because of the high amount of power required. I would need to recharge before performing it again. Personally, I don't like it because of the power consumption.
What? Why?
I'd like to speak to you in more detail. You do have the right to decline, of course.
Very well. I'll go with you.
Pewds, how do you do? I think the Prajna. Prajna is a demon mask used in no theater. It symbolizes the anger and jealousy of a woman. There's nothing being displayed.
Ryuki, I'll let you be my chair once this case is solved.
No, I'm okay.
Complicated character strains and figures on the monitor.
Excuse me. Could you go buy some soy sauce for me?
I thought I just heard something.
Ah, you mean the cleaning lady.
Oh, it's just the cleaning lady. Wait, what?
There's the door. Steel shelf has a Tengu nose in it. Brawn tube style monitor. Door to the sink room. Binder here. So various things. There are various things on the table. This boss, her real name is Sazui Karashuni. With Mr. Date.
Who knows? He went off somewhere right after you left.
He's probably playing the nipple guessing game at some cabaret club in Nakamaguro right about now. He's on vacation, so I'm sure he's taking a load off while he can.
No, he's taking a load off, alright.
The nipple game is a game in which a man asks a woman to guess where their nipple is while their shirt is on. Even if it's a guy asking a girl to do it, it's kind of problematic. That's about Jakara.
I gave Jakara the usual medicine to put him to sleep.
Are you sure that's okay?
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe there are legality issues.
Oh, don't worry about that. The higher-ups will take care of it for me.
Any progress in the investigation?
There hasn't been any progress yet. The people over at HQ are totally incompetent. They must have had stuff with fermented beans or something.
I'll talk to the computer in a minute. I'll be right back. End of I2.